Hey, welcome to Rate My Gadget, and I'm going to show you how to install a washing machine in 3 easy steps. So first things first, if your washing machine is brand new, what you'll find is that there are some bolts, usually looking like this. Check on, this is a BEKO, but check on the user manual. I've got 4, I've already taken one out. And what you want to do is get a suitable sized spanner. In this case it's 10mm. You want to be taking these all the way out, okay? And then once you've taken these out, so these bolts are here for safe traveling, so for transportation, so when they're going into the van and being knocked around. So make sure your washing machine, is roughly in the position that you want it to be, so you're not having to, lug it too far. So get it where it roughly needs to be, and then what you'll find is, so the reason you want to take these out, and it's important to take these out, is because what this is doing is this is holding the drum steady. So if you turn these on and you haven't taken these out, and do check the user manual for how many there are, then what will happen is when you try and turn the drum, it will just won't work, and you don't want to do that because you might blow the motor or something like that. So these need to come out first and foremost, okay? And what you'll find eventually, once it's loose, you can pull it out and it will come out in that way. Okay, so you'll see one of those. Then what you have to do for each of one of these, what will come in the bag is it will come one of these protectors, so you need to make sure that you put that in. Again, read the manual to make sure. Some will ask you to put this top bit back in here, but most of them you'll have a cap there. Okay, so there you go. From the back, you shouldn't be able to see any holes. You can put your finger in. These were the 4 I had to do, and then these come out. Keep these safe if you want to, because if you sell it on, then you can put these back in for transportation. Otherwise, go recycle. Right, so you'll have the plug. You don't want to plug that in yet. So there's 2 main things on the back of your washing machine. You've got the waste pipe going down here, so that's where your wastewater comes out on that hose there. Check there's nothing like a bung or anything stuck in the end for transportation. And then you've also got the water hose here, so there's 1 cold water in, because this has got a heater inside. So what you need to do, and this is where it could get complicated, if you haven't got this, you need to find where you're going to be draining out the washing machine to, so that you can plug that into either a waste down pipe, or you'll be putting that into maybe an interface point underneath your sink or something like that. Okay, so in this instance here, is my waste pipe there. Okay, it's going down there out to the waste. Okay, and then my water inlet is here. Okay, so first things first, let's put the water on but not turn it on. Okay, put the water hose on but not turn it on. 2 ends of the pipe, you'll have one that's like an L bend like that. Put that one on here and then twist that on, then the other end goes onto the water. Okay, so that's gone on hand tight. You don't need to tighten it up very tight. That's gone on hand tight as well on the other end. So now you've got the water pipe connected. Okay, it's now, while you've got good visibility, is turn the tap on and just check that you've got no weeping, any water coming out of either end. So just check you've got no water coming out here, check you've got no water coming out there. If you have, then you'll need to tighten this up a bit more. Careful you don't cross thread this, so you want to do it on really loosely on here, because what you'll do is you'll strip the thread of this plastic bit, so make sure you're very soft with that. Okay, next bit is the waste pipe. So it depends on your setup, but then you'll need to plug that into the waste. In my case, I'm going to be plugging it into my waste pipe behind me. So there you go, that's into the waste. Now, some washing machines come with this plastic kind of U-clip, so I could screw that to the wall to make sure. In my instance, I'm not going to bother, and because I know it's my previous washing machine didn't need it, but obviously do check it to make sure that the pipe doesn't come popping out. Okay, so that's it. So now you can carefully move your washing machine into place. So let's assume it's in place, and this is where I want it, which obviously I don't. Next thing you need to check is how sturdy is it. So you can see this has got a bit of movement to it. So what will happen is, what you'll find is on the bottom, you'll have the legs, and these can be hand twisted to make sure they're wobbly. So the best bet is that leg there is loose. So what you can do is just wind that leg out like that till it's touching the floor. Okay, and then that's it. There you go, no wobble. Before you turn it on or do anything, just check there's nothing inside. They haven't put any instruction manuals or anything like that. Okay, and then what you're doing is plugging it in, turn it on, and enjoy your new washing machine. And that is it. So a couple of things, if we just go through them. Make sure these bolts are out. Make sure that the water pipe has been connected and it's not weeping. Make sure the drain pipe is in, and then make sure that the drum is empty. And okay, it's a bit overkill, but make sure also the tray is empty, that there's nothing in there as well. And then you're ready to go. Plug it in, turn it on, and enjoy your washing machine. All right, thanks for watching. Please like, please subscribe.